Have you ever heard of Old Changi Hospital? Nestled away in Singapore. It's not just an abandoned building. It's considered one of the most haunted places in Asia. Its story began in 1935 as a British military hospital, but during World War II, its fate took a dark turn when it was captured by the Japanese and became a prison camp. Imagine the suffering that soaked into these very walls. After the war, it served as a hospital again for many years, even housing prisoners of war. But by 1997, its doors closed for good, leaving it to decay and for the spirits to roam free. Today, we're going to delve into the chilling tales and paranormal encounters that have made Old Changi Hospital a legend among ghost hunters and thrill seekers. Are you ready to explore the shadows? Many who dare to venture into its decaying halls report a heavy, oppressive atmosphere. The air feels thick, charged with the sorrow and pain of its past. People often speak of a sudden drop in temperature, a cold spot that follows them as they move through the deserted corridors. You might be walking down a hallway, the only sounds being your own footsteps and the distant hum of the city, when suddenly a bone-chilling cold washes over you. It's as if you've walked through an invisible curtain into another realm, a place where the barrier between our world and the next is paper-thin. This isn't just a draft. It's a profound, unnatural cold that many believe is the presence of a spirit trying to make contact. Then there are the sounds. Disembodied voices are a common report. Faint whispers seem to ride the stale air, their words just out of reach of understanding. Some hear blood-curdling screams, echoing from empty rooms, phantom cries for help that have no source. Imagine standing in the middle of what was once a bustling operating theater, now silent and dark, and suddenly hearing the metallic clang of surgical tools dropping on the floor, or the desperate groan of a patient long gone. Security guards who used to patrol the grounds often told stories of hearing their names called out by an unseen entity, a chilling invitation from the darkness. These are not just creaks of an old building settling. These are the residual sounds of decades of human suffering. Visual apparitions are perhaps the most terrifying experiences reported at Old Changi Hospital. Shadow figures are frequently seen darting across hallways or lurking in the corners of rooms, just at the edge of your vision. When you turn to get a better look, they vanish. Full-bodied apparitions have also been sighted. One of the most famous is the spirit of the little boy, often seen sitting and crying in the children's ward. Another is an old man who wanders the corridors, seemingly lost and searching for something. But the most disturbing sightings are those of Japanese soldiers still patrolling the hospital grounds as if the war never ended. Visitors have described seeing soldiers in full uniform, their apparitions so solid they are mistaken for real people until they fade away into thin air. One of the most haunted areas is said to be the old mortuary. It's a small, grim building separate from the main hospital where countless bodies were stored. It's here that the feeling of being watched is most intense. People have reported feeling unseen hands pushing them or grabbing their clothes. The heavy, steel doors of the body freezers are known to slam shut on their own, trapping terrified visitors inside in complete darkness. The smell of decay, a phantom scent of death, is said to linger in the air here even after all these years. It's a place so heavy with negative energy that many paranormal investigators refuse to enter it alone, believing that a powerful and malevolent force resides within its cold, concrete walls. Another hotspot is the infamous Ward 7, the psychiatric ward. The energy here is described as chaotic and unsettling. The windows are barred, and the rooms are small and cell-like. It's easy to imagine the distress of the patients who are kept here. Visitors have captured electronic voice phenomena, or EVPs, of what sounds like manic laughter and incoherent babbling. Others have seen apparitions of patients rocking back and forth in corners or staring blankly out of the barred windows. There's a story of a nurse who worked here and felt a deep connection to a particular patient. It's said her spirit still roams this ward, trying to care for the souls who were left behind. her gentle presence a stark contrast to the more menacing entities in the hospital. One particularly well-known story involves a group of friends who decided to explore the hospital one night. As they were making their way through a dark corridor, one of them took a photo with a flash. When they looked at the picture later, they were horrified. Standing right behind their group was the clear image of a shadowy figure, tall and menacing, with what looked like glowing red eyes. They hadn't seen or heard anything at the time. Terrified, they fled the hospital, but the experience haunted them. The photo became one of the most circulated pieces of alleged evidence of paranormal activity at Old Changi. A chilling reminder that when you walk through these halls, you are never truly alone. Another chilling account comes from a former soldier who was stationed nearby in the 1980s. He and his platoon were on a night training exercise near the hospital grounds. They were warned to stay away from the building, but curiosity got the better of a few of them. As they approached, they saw lights flickering on and off in some of the windows, even though the building had no power. Then, they heard what sounded like a woman singing a lullaby, a soft, sorrowful tune coming from the upper floors. The sound was so clear and so out of place that it froze them in their tracks. It was both beautiful and deeply unsettling. They never found the source of the singing, but the melody stayed with them, a ghostly song from the hospital's past. The stories are endless, passed down from generation to generation of tales of a phantom nurse who still does her rounds, checking on non-existent patients, sightings of a Pontiac, a female vampiric ghost from Southeast Asian folklore. In the trees surrounding the hospital, her long black hair and white dress a terrifying omen. People have brought back photos with mysterious orbs and ectoplasmic mists, and audio recordings filled with unexplained whispers and noises. Every corner of Old Changi Hospital seems to have its own ghost story, its own layer of tragedy. It has become a repository of memory and fear, a physical monument to the darker side of Singapore's history. So, what do you think? Are these stories just the product of overactive imaginations, fueled by the creepy atmosphere of a derelict building? Or is Old Changi Hospital a genuine portal to the other side, where the spirits of those who died within its walls are trapped forever? The building still stands today, silent and watchful, a dark icon on the Singaporean landscape. While it's officially off-limits to the public, the tales of its spectral residents continue to captivate and terrify. It serves as a powerful reminder that some places are so steeped in history and human emotion that they never truly become empty. The past is always present, waiting in the shadows. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the haunted history of Old Changi Hospital. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the world's most mysterious and haunted locations. What other haunted places should I cover next? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and maybe sleep with a light on tonight. Thanks for watching.